Super League double headers as we crown a champion or two coming up here this evening as we welcome you into the first race, which, oh, by the way, is a double points race at Five Flag Speedway in Pensacola, Florida. We get ready for a fun night of racing starting here, and then we head to Bristol Motor Speedway for the Tour Modifieds. That'll be coming up here in just a little bit at the conclusion of this race. I am the captain, Chris Scalo. We welcome you in to the LMCgear.com broadcasting booth. Make sure you check out LMCgear.com for all your camping and motorcycle needs. Qualifying going on right now for the super late model cars, the brand new super late model cars. They were just updated this week as part of an iRacing build update, and that has allowed some fantastic features to be showcased here in this deal. So right now, though, we are going to grid up and do a heat race because we actually have enough people that, unfortunately, and I hate to say it that way, people are going to not make this race when it's all over with tonight. So let's take a look at the starting lineup for this race. And basically, those who did not qualify in the top 10 are in this race here. You'll see the ticker going across the top of the screen. Probably ain't going to show the lineup. So let's go down your left. I hate when it does that. It only does this during heat racing. Stand by. I can fix that in 2 seconds. And just like that, it's fixed. You're welcome. All right, there's your starting lineup on the left-hand side. We'll get going here in just a few seconds. Michael Benedetto going to be on the pole. But you see the different-looking cars. They've been up-to-dated. And, just some new features on there. And I think we're going to see some fantastic racing with it coming up here in just a couple of seconds. You might notice some paint issues. Some of the cars, some reason, just not showing updated paints or whatever. And as always, when something new comes out, there's issues. Let's just be honest. But we are in for some great racing coming up here tonight as we crown a champion for the series. All right. So it'll be, 10 laps, I believe, of heat racing. And we will get up to 20 cars into the race. So 10 of the 13 will make the race. Massey and Hackney apparently did not grid, so they will already be out of the race as the green flag will come out. Here we go from Five Flag Speedway, home of the Snowball Derby. Ron Schutte in that silver bullet up there, that 28 car to the outside of Levisua. And he's under attack right now as the 60s. Ricardo pulls away from Benedetto. Ken Zames up to the third position. Oh, contact 23. And spinning, I believe. Up now there goes spinning. The 11's in the inside wall off of Jazabowski. A lot of people beating and banging off each other here early. And up here for the lead. Ooh, Zaccardo got loose there going into one. And here comes Michael Benedetto to the bottom. As we look from the 60 cars, he's going to lose the lead. Here comes Blaine Edwards in that 76 car to the inside of the 90 of Ken Zames, and there is Nick Jazabowski off the pace, and going to be a lap down already. Unfortunately, a driver's not going to make the feature. Jazabowski needs some help if he is going to stay off the bubble here. Benedetto getting pressured by Bladen Edwards. That butt kicker 76 car just ran the fastest lap of the race, a 16:62. And out to the inside he is going to go, coming to 3 laps to go in the heat race. Drift is now 2 laps down and off the track. He's got heavy damage, so now Jazabowski is in, Drift is not. you have to forgive me tonight. I did not get a chance to make the special cameras for the short track, so I apologize for that. We got what we got this evening. Thought I had enough time, and I ran out. Final lap for Bladen Edwards. The 72 car up 9 spots from 10th to the lead, so that 72 is not playing around tonight. Well, it's the 72. It's the 76 on his car. Well, Bladen Edwards comes off a 4, and he will win the heat race. Benedetto seconds, Ricardo's Ames, and how about Ron Schutte there, a top 5? As Drift is doing what Drift does on pit road. So Drift, Hackney, and Massey will not make the main event. And if not, a couple more cars look like won't make the event either, because I am seeing Catalano being the last one in. Either way here, starting lineup will go across the top of the grid for the main event here. Samuel Fontaine won the pole in the 91 car. He'll start alongside Jordan Tanzel in the 36 car. Curran Beckler will start in the 3rd position alongside him. Going to be Steele Langford there once he grids in the 34. Nicholas Snyder in the 57 will start inside row number 3 alongside Peyton Howe, which let's show the point standings really quickly. I believe this is up to date. I hope it is. Yes, it is. After week 9 of 10. Remember, double points night, so a lot of guys could still win the championship, but Peyton Howe right now is in good shape. If he can grab this victory, or at least get a top probably 3 or 4 finish, he should be safe to win this championship over Sam Fontaine, who's the pole sitter tonight. But Michael Steffen, Ricky Howe Jr., Mario Ercoloni, your top 5 entering this race. There's the 71. And last week's winner back in the field again tonight. The CGE Bocconi Setup Shop 77 off Pete Pellini. Of course, we know his story. He dominated the race last week, but has his fight is going on right now. Unfortunately, he's been fighting cancer, and he's out here tonight running and going to start tail end Charlie on the field because of winning last week's race. Part of the rules here in this Short Track Super League. Welcome in, Drift. Sorry to see you didn't make the race, buddy. Looks like Chris Gilbert did not make the grid in that 45 car. Looks like he's got more issues than that. His back end's already torn up. That's okay, Drift. Meet my friends. All the chat people that don't want to chat. 100 laps going to make up this feature. Again, a double points feature. Hey, I got 10 viewers. That's good. I'll take it. Appreciate you guys watching tonight. All right, pace cars in. Here we go. The final super late model race of the season. Double points and all. Green flag. And trouble in turn 1. And everybody's going to save it, I think, up. They're still beating it, banging now. The caution is out. Ron Schutte gets surrounded, I think. Ercoloni's got a piece. And for the first time tonight, we roll that beautiful beam footage. There's Ercoloni in that black-green number 41 here. The green flag comes out. Fontaine's on the pedal. Oh, and the 87 just turns left. That was very weird looking. Did he miss a shift, maybe? Either that or you haven't got a brake issue. That's very odd looking. Let's on board with the 87. I got nothing. Maybe spun the tires going to fourth gear. That's the only other thing I could think of. Caution out for the first time. Couldn't see the smoke. I don't think anyone could. Drift is my spotter too, it looks like tonight. I like that. He'll be sharing the play-by-play per text over in stream. Drift, was it not a beautiful day in Georgia today, buddy? Or did you not leave your house? So the 45 of Chris Gilbert, thanks to starting on pit road, stays on the lead lap, and at 45, he's going to get the wave around here behind that. Yeah, I think that's a Toyota Corolla pace car. I think that is. I know it's a Yoda. Or is that the Camry? That's a Toyota. I can definitely say that. Motorsport number 91 of Fontaine going to lead him back to the green flag here with the 36 of Tanzel, Kern Beckler, and Steele Langford, your top four as we go back racing. Car Peyton Howe looking to win that championship tonight. That purple number 71. It's a sharp looking purple. I like that. All you got to do is get a pretty good finish tonight, and it's his. As Fontaine goes fastest lap of the race there, 16:52. So these supers are hauling the mail around this track right now. Everybody pretty much single file right now. Let's check on Pete Bellini, already up to the 11th position at 77. Digging. Well done. Drift, I wonder sometimes if you control with me. How's my levels? I guess while I'm okay. I hear myself in my phone. Quietness you're hearing is because of Max. Otherwise, I think they're okay. One of these days, I'll have the levels all set and I won't have to touch them anymore. So Fontaine leads over Tanzel right now by about 3/4 of a second. He has got a mirror full of Kurt Beckler, Nicholas Snyder. And the one thing you're not seeing right now is a lot of passing in these cars. Like Peyton Howe right now is running in 6th, and that's where he started. He hasn't, hopefully, I think I did quiet the cars a little bit, so hopefully I fixed it. Leighton Edwards here in 7th. Remember, he won the heat race. He's already up 6 positions. He's passed about 10 cars, 10 to 15 cars already from the heat race to now. 16 laps in the book already. This track, famous for the Snowball Derby, happens every December. Down in Pensacola, Florida, so we got the breeze of the Gulf of Mexico on us right now as Pete Bellini goes inside of Michael Benedetto and gets a little loose into the corners. He's going to take that spot away, bring Matthew Telder. back here a little bit. Kevin Anderson getting passed by the 87 of Point Haslow's worked his way back up through the field. Coy up to the 13th position after bringing out that first caution. That's Swiss Colony, number 87. Check out my man Schutte. Oh, right on cue. Ron Schutte goes around. Sorry, Ron. Didn't mean to jinx you like that if I did. Schutte has a good job to save it, but he's probably unhappy. Inside comes Snyder on Beckler. Going to try to hold that high lane, not able to do so. Steele Langford's going to come with him, scrapes the wall up a little bit. 71 to his inside also. Down into turn 3 and 4, you see the lights, how they're all situated here at the track. He scrapes the wall up again. You notice there's not really any lights on the back straightaway. So you notice it's kind of darker over here than on the front stretch. You got the one light to the inside there. And no, that's not damage on the 76. That is actually just the paint not right on the car. Nicholas Snyder in the 88 car. Nicholas running usually one of the custom paint cars that has a number already on there, so you'll notice the number is different on the ticker than the number on his car. And he's actually the number 57 right now. Clayton Edwards, the biggest mover in this race so far, looking to win some money. Clayton in that 76 won the heat race and now is running in the 6th position after starting in 12th. Make that 13th. All the laps so far. Peyton Howe back in 5th right now. This is a very, very tight battle for the lead, for the points lead in this championship. Double points tonight, so every position is very crucial in this race. Back to Matthew Telder inside the 25 of Michael Benedetto. This is the 10th position. Coy Haslow following him through. Matt Sicardo on pit road, 660 car with some issues. Now, these cars do not have tires to use tonight, so what you start the race on, that is what you finish the race on. No set of tires. You can get damage fixed. You can take fuel. But tire-wise, you have what you have. And Jordan Tanzel loose in that Napa car. Snyder getting back on that rear spoiler there. Might have got his car a little upset. And now to the inside goes the 88. Snyder to second, Steele Langford up to third as Tanzel starts to fall backwards. It's all about saving those tires right now as we've had a long green flag run. After the first caution of the night, brought out when the 87 of Point Haslow got a little loose in turn 1 right at the start and got down into another car. back here. Catalano under attack in the 11 car. He had some damage. Not sure if he got that fixed or not, but the 90 of Ken Zame's going to make the pass. That's for 16th right now. Still have all 18 or 19 cars that are on track on the lead lap in this event. Check on the boss man back here. There's Michael Steffen, that 669 car. Yeah, he's got Polini there behind him, Tanzel in front of him. Again, I appreciate the viewers watching. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so every time I stream, rather if it's me in the car or if it's, oh, shoot, he's up the track. The 28 car having some issues tonight. Judy, new to the group recently, and actually him and I talked for a split second before this race. Went down and said hello to him, and him and I, in another league, race on a team together, so we actually know each other well. And Shooty said this is a great group of guys, so that was cool to hear. But if you do want to hit that subscribe button, you'll see me on the air almost every night, especially in the near future. Next season, these guys are going to be running ARCA cars on short tracks. That'll be Thursday night, starting at the beginning of, what's today, March? I think the first race is beginning of April. I have the date, but I forgot it in my head. But they're going to have teams and stuff. There's going to be a lot of different things in the series next season. It's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be one race every Thursday night instead of the double headers like this. So Shooty hopefully getting a caution for his sake and getting back on the lead lap. Meanwhile, the leader under attack. Here comes Snyder. And that 50, or the 88, we'll call it. This track, as you see by the way it's shaped, doesn't really have a straightaway. I mean, it's short. You can see that glowing yellow light at the bottom down by his right hand. That is actually the tachometer in the car. And when it glows like that, it's about pegged. Listen, it seems you might hear a rev limiter. Peyton Howe and Bladen Edwards, 4th and 5th now in this race. I think Peyton is cheering on Snyder up there. If that pass can be made, that will help Peyton Howe be the champion of this series as Ron Shooty's coming down pit road. Unscheduled stop for him. As we are halfway already in this race and one caution. Definitely happy with these guys tonight, the way they're racing. This is good stuff right here. Lead battle getting tighter as caution is out. Trouble for Mario Ercoloni over here in turn 4. He is actually towed to the pits. And the second caution comes out. So only, and unfortunately, Ercoloni is a victim of both. Let's see what happens to the 41 here. The 1 wraps Chevrolet goes down to turn 3 here. Oh, Mario just spins the tires off of turn 2 and gets into the inside wall, those Hoosier tires. And I think his brakes went out and he parks it right at the flags. And I think Mario has said his forget about it, and I'll see you here at the next race. So Snyder up there, P2, Langford P3. They have what they have in the pits, so they're in the track here. So there's no pit stops when it comes to tires or anything of that sort. It's literally you brought what you brought, kind of like old school racing back in the day. Next race coming up here in just a little bit. We're going to Bristol Motor Speedway TMods. If you've never watched a modified race at Bristol, it's different. I mean, you saw the super late model race there last Thursday night. Fresh tires, they were running the bottom like old school, and then by the end of the race, they were at the top. Car lights are off. The safety vehicle, as it's labeled there on the top of the windshield, is going to pull off and we'll go back racing here. These are leagues. Cole K Adventures. This is the, spinning the tires. Oh, look out, 3 wide and in the wall there's somebody. I think it's TSL. And there's still 3 wide and now Polini's trying to save it. 4 wide for a second. Everybody hit everybody. They're all league races. Usually they're all right there in the league session. That was just ugly on that start though. Fontaine holding this lead right now on Snyder, who's trying to steal it away. And look at Peyton Howell up to 3rd now. Call me Zimmer. That works, Zimmer. Appreciate it. I just always give shout outs like that to names until somebody gives me their actual name or whatever. Let's see if we get a chance. Let's go watch that green flag again, because that was a little while. You're going to see Langford spinning the tires right there. He's going to make contact with 76. They're both going to get the wall. Then they're going to be 3 wide into the corner. Polini's going to get turned by Stefan accidentally as they save it. One car spins in the back. And the only thing we're missing there is the Benny Hill song. Race now officially is Matthew Telder. Matthew Telder up 11 spots to the 7th position right now. Clayton Edwards, one of the big losers in that situation, lost a lot of spots. And I said as Telder is going to get passed by Coy Haslow, 4th position. And pass for the lead. Snyder to the inside. And Snyder's getting loose trying to hold on to her. As Peyton Howell now to the inside. This likely to lock up the championship for him if it finishes this way. I think Fontaine burned off the tires just a little bit, but as you know, Fontaine, easily known as the Ryan Newman of this league, he is tough to pass. He'll race you clean, but it ain't gonna be easy. Steffen starting to join the battle on his teammate as Fontaine catches the wall. And finally, Fontaine finds a spot in the 5th position. Going to try to cross over Steffen here. Moneymaker Motorsports guys, but Fontaine fought as hard as he could 3/4 of this race. But Nicholas Snyder finally able to make the move. Back here. The 76, he's right behind Kern Beckler. He's got Coy Hassel behind him. And they fight for 7th. I wonder how many of these guys were actually saving their tires for this part of the race. See the track rubbering up pretty well now. So if you're able to keep the tread on the tires, you're going to look pretty good right now. If you're not, then you're going to go free falling through this field. Snyder with 4/10 on Peyton Howe. He's got about 2/10 on Steele Langford. Everybody pretty much single file now as Michael Steffen under attack from his teammate. I'm trying to show you all the passes we can. Just a second ago, Ken Zames to the inside and Tyler Catalano takes his spot away. This is back at the 15th position, so Zames, Ken, not having a good run at all. Ken usually one of those who will start in the back and all of a sudden you'll find him up in the top 5 when it's over with. Unfortunately, stuck back here in 15th. And I think it's because this track is just very tough to pass on. Coy Haslow inside of Blaine Edwards, who goes up the track, way up the track. He was almost in Tallahassee. Look at this, Steele Langford has got back to the back bumper of Peyton Howe. Top 5 pretty much all under a blanket within about just a little over a second of each other. Langford here, right behind that Mustang of Peyton Howe. I'm sure these rear tires are screaming at these drivers now. Oh, 88, I think, clipped the inside wall there. Peyton Howe looking to the inside, not going to give it to him. Steffen about 2/10 back from Steele Langford, so not really able to make a move right now. Who can get that run off the corner? I mean, Peyton Howe's there. He gets the run off pretty well on the 88. The 88's able to send it in there pretty deep. Back here, let's check Pete Polini. He's all over the back bumper of Kurt Beckler in that 35 car. And a battle for the 7th position. Oh, Pete got his nose there. Appreciate the 15 viewers so far watching. Hit that subscribe button. We're, as of right now, what, 28 is what I'm seeing? 28 subscribers from 300. That's, I'm definitely proud of that. I've been on the air on YouTube now for about 6 or 7 months. And to have 272 subscribers, that's pretty cool. 45 on pit road, that's Gilbert having some blinking issues. Somebody get that man a tinfoil hat, please. We got, what, 4 cars out of the race. Gilbert, Ercoloni, Schutte, and Zaccardo. Man Steffen all over the back bumper of Steele Langford. And you know Mike's smiling tonight. The last couple of seasons he's had his hands full with some issues with racing and drivers and stuff like that, and he is being able to sit back and run this race tonight and relax because of the fact that we've had only 2 cautions in 88 laps. I'm not trying to jinx anything, I'm just pointing out facts. Come to 10 laps to go here. These front 4 starting to pull away from Fontaine. I think he's finally roasted his tires completely. Back here in 5th, and he's got his hands full with the pole, or not the pole sitter. Sam was the pole sitter. Boy, Haslow, I should say. Polini was not able to get past Beckler, so they hold on to their positions respectively. I do want to shout out all the drivers that participated in the Short Track Super League Super Late Model Series. All 10 weeks. And, oh, caution is out. And I'm looking on my map. Caution out for Bladen Edwards. Bladen, who was the comeback driver of the night, it looked like, in turn 4, has gone around, and unfortunately that comeback is going to fall short as he is working his way backwards now after working his way forward for a while. And let's see what happens in the 76. You see him already getting loose in the 3. The off-kilter butt kicker, 76. Gets the wall going into the corner. Oh, did Teller finish it? Oh, he gets him loose. I don't think there was contact until now. Nice job keeping it off the wall, but caution out for the 3rd time here. And we will rack him up here for what could be about a 2 or 3 lap shootout. Got 2 green-white checkers, but let's hope we don't have to worry about those this evening in this race. We'll get ready to go to Bristol here in just a little bit. Up to 18 viewers, and I appreciate that, guys. That's cool. I know that's pretty close to a high, if not a high, for this series. Always looking for ways to improve viewership and stuff. Definitely got some things I'm going to work on during the off season here to try to get some improvements done myself. Should see 1 to go this time by, and that'll put us at a unofficial green-white checker finish. We're still in the lap count of 96 right now. guys kind of heat the tires up. They're going to be careful here. Wheel spin is going to be at a premium. The lights are off. This is not a green-white checker. Snyder probably going to wait, I would say, to as close as he can to the straightaway to get on it. He does not want to probably goose this thing in the corner. We'll see, though. Peyton Howe there is second. Championship pretty much his unless something drastically happens here in these 2 laps. Here we go. Hey, do you see what happens? Spinning the tires in the middle of the corner, but a great start by Snyder. Down into turn 3 and 4. There's your top 2 in points to 91 and 71 as Peyton is going backwards. Into turn number 3 and 4. Nicholas Snyder has the final lap of the season. Double points. This is going to be huge. Peyton Howe is going backwards. Nicholas Snyder comes off turn 4. He is going to win at Five Flags Speedway and get his first win of his season. Meanwhile, Fontaine gets third, Peyton Howe gets sixth. This is going to be tight. One of these two are going to win the championship, I can tell you that. That part's automatic, but Nicholas Snyder gets his first series win. Let's go look here. I don't know exactly how the points are scored. Peyton is celebrating, so he must have gotten the championship. Let's take a look here. I was starting to show the points real quickly on the screen. So, yeah, Peyton had a 13-point lead on Fontaine. Going into this race, it was double points. Actually sending a message to Mike real quick. So doing a quick photo op real quickly of the top 3, I think, in this race. But let's we'll go ahead and get these interviews out of the way so that we can get practice in over at Bristol for the TMods. And I'll see if I can get the word real quickly from and you know what, actually, as I say that, Snyder in here. I don't see Snyder yet. So let's go ahead and jump down to Fontaine. Let's get him up here. We'll just talk to a couple people, and as we'll bring Sam Fontaine up here first. Sam, great race for you in the end tonight. You started on pole. You come back and get a third-place finish. I know in chat you guys have talked about the championship being Peyton's. I haven't said anything yet because I know you got him by 3 spots with double points. I mean, I don't know how tight it's going to be here, but still a great race.
Yeah, it was fun, man. I had a ton of fun. People super clean, super proud of everyone. 100 laps, 3 caution at all. We did like 90 laps green. Super cool. Yeah, I mean, I did a little mistake, give my first spot at Snyder, but he did a great job to take that win. So
Yeah, it seemed like you could not leave the bottom at all, or else you would fall backwards.
Yeah, I mean, earlier we saw like everyone be super patient with the car, trying to save the right front, and it was a strategy. And the outside wasn't working quite well. I think we were a little too tight for this one, but I think also it was a good thing. Like everyone like keep the car straight for most of us, and it gave a great race.
Well, great job tonight in that 91. Like I said, I assume that Peyton got the championship, but I don't want to say officially, but there's a chance until the points go up or whatever. So congratulations, send shout-outs whoever you'd like to.
Yeah, thank you. I wanted to send a shout out to you first for the broadcast. Amazing job. You're a great guy.
Oh,
and
I fooled him.
yeah, fool him, man. And everyone, moneymakers who were there tonight: Kieran, Mike, Stefan, Nick, Telder, and also like a couple of other guys. We had a ton of fun tonight, fun race, and the league like STSL. Like next season, we are starting with Arca. Changing completely the things, and I think it's going to be super fun.
It should be fun, and I'm actually going to keep you here in the booth because Mike is actually uploading the points right now as we speak. So I will. I'm going to keep you here with me for a second just to get the official word. Congratulations on your third place run, bud.
Thanks, man.
Absolutely. So Sam Fontaine's going to hang out with me in the booth here. He's going to share some French onion soup. I can't think of anything else French real quickly other than French fries. So. Let's see. Let's get Peyton up here now. And is Peyton even in the channel? I just moved myself. Smart of me. There we go. Let's bring Peyton in here now. Peyton Howell, nice job on your race there. I know a little nerve-wracking at the end with that last caution because it just seemed like the outside line fell off the map in that later part of that race. But you were able to get a sixth-place finish, and we're pretty sure we got you got the championship tonight, but I'm just waiting on official word because I've been wrong plenty of times trying to play this game of guessing.
Yeah, the outside line wasn't very good on that final restart, but I think we got the championship. I know I had to finish 6 points behind Samuel, or 6 positions behind Samuel with the double points. Oh. So we got it. But yeah, that was a fun race.
Not that you did the math. But, well, hey, congratulations either way. And talk about your season because you obviously dominated this year. 3 wins out of the 10 races this season. And definitely something to be proud of.
Yeah, this season was a lot of fun. Coming into it, I just came in here to run with these guys. I knew Sam was fast. And after that first race at USA, whenever I seen that Hayes was in here, I thought he would be a threat, and then he didn't show up. But all these guys are great that run in here, and I didn't know that I'd be in contention for a championship in a super late model.
Well, you definitely did your thing tonight, and you get to go to Bristol here in a couple minutes and go for that championship also tonight. But real quickly, send shout out to whoever you'd like to.
I'd like to thank Butt Kicker, Empire Jerky, Shindo, Sean, B-Leaf, CGE, PMI, everybody at Phantom Esports who've helped me, Bladen and Alexander for making this paint scheme, the purple paint scheme. That was great. And everybody pray for Pete. Keep him in your minds for everything that's going on with him, and hopefully he'll be okay.
And it is official. You did get the championship by 7 over Samuel Fontaine, so congratulations on that. You are the Super Late Model champion.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Sam. 7 points back. Still something to be proud of on your end, too. So congratulations on your end. We'll see you in Bristol. All right, so we'll let them go. I was waiting to see what the points would look like, but it is official. Peyton Howell is the champion of the Short Track Super League Super Late Model Series as Steele Langford jumps in channel here. Steele, let's talk about your run real quickly. A great top 3 run. Scary restart a couple times there, but you were able to hold on.
Yeah, I was restarting in the second gear, and I was just really getting the power down and hitting the throttle too much and then spinning my tires. I'm sorry because I know I caused a wreck on that one restart from how bad I took off. So that final restart, I started in third gear to not do that.
Well, it's still a great job on your end. You were able to hold on. You fought your way up through there because there was a time where it looked like you might get shuffled back and got yourself that top 3. That's got to be something to hold your head on.
Yep, it was pretty good to end the season. It was a good night.
Absolutely. And we wish you nothing but the best at Bristol. Send shout-outs real quick to who you'd like.
I'd like to thank Fred's Race Engine Design for sponsoring this car and all my races, and then to Faster Esports, which is a series that, or it's a Discord that we're collaborating with Short Track Super League on. We've got an IMSA League and a NASCAR Truck League that will be on Saturday nights and Sunday afternoons. And then I want to thank Stefan for putting this league on. I want to thank you for broadcasting, and I just want to thank all the racers tonight because that was probably the cleanest short track Super League race that I've been in. And congrats to Peyton, and we hope Pete gets better.
Absolutely. Well said there, Steele. Congratulations on your finish, and we will talk to you here in a few minutes.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. Steele Langford there finishing in the second position. So we're going to take our break. Everybody said it well, and I'll continue to add it to what we've been saying, Pete. We appreciate you joining us tonight, man. Good to see you out here on the track, man. Nothing but the best and thoughts and prayers to you and the family as you fight this battle. And you're going to knock this one out, buddy. So keep your head up and keep fighting. So we appreciate everybody joining us. So I'll be back here in just a few minutes, and we'll get ready for some racing at Bristol in a modified. That'll be fun coming up. Delivering awesome custom racing paints for your iRacing car or team, specializing in open wheel formulas like the IndyCar, Indy Pro, and USF 2000s. Let us work our magic on your sprint car, Outlaw, NASCAR, or any car you want to stand out. Additional services include logo design, custom helmets, suits, and graphics. Message us on Facebook at Globex Racing Paints to discuss your project today. Back with you, Bristol Motor Speedway. Tonight's Tour Modified is going to be wrapping up their season, as we've already crowned one champion tonight, Peyton Howell, and he might be on his way to a second championship on the evening as we welcome you in to the, let me get the right thing on the screen, there it is, the second race of the doubleheader, the TMods here at Bristol, 65 degrees here on track, track temperature at 67, and I can sum up the practice session in case you weren't in the session watching. The practice session tonight summed up in one word: wrecking. There were wrecks everywhere, so this could be very, very interesting. You see the sparks, a lot of cars bottoming out, I've noticed, in practice and stuff, so this is going to line up to be a very, very interesting session. Same rules as the last race, top 12 will advance, and then we will heat race, and we do have some more entries in this field, so we'll see a few more cars when it is all over with here in Thunder Valley in the next couple of minutes. Point standings right here on the screen. That is how it looks going into tonight. Peyton Howell leads this thing by 21 over Fontaine, so he's got a little more of a gap than he did going into the last race. Michael Steffen, Mike Benedetto, Ricky Howell Jr., who's not here tonight, running 5th in points. So going to be a interesting field of cars and an interesting setup for what could take place here in the next few minutes or so around the world's fastest half mile, also known as the Last Great Coliseum, and so on and so forth. Apologize for what you just saw on the screen. That is, that's my settings for the broadcast and stuff that you see with the ticker. I'm actually shrinking up the, or trying to shrink up the logo over there so that it doesn't take up some of the track. Or moving it up. You'll see it move here in a second, I think. Oh, that one moved. So right now, it looks like Peyton Howell is on the pole. We'll cover the heat race and the main race coming up. Got that moved down in for you, and let's let the ticker run across the screen of where they are right now. As Coy Haslow out on track here in the 87. A lot of new names I'm seeing tonight in the race, so a lot of cars going to make their debut here, it looks like. Pole speed, 13.91. You heard that right. 13 seconds around Bristol. I mean, they are almost not getting out of the gas. They're almost wide open around this track, which is incredible in itself. All right, so we are going to grid for the final heat race of the season, which will show Mario Ercoloni being the pole sitter for this race alongside Nick Jezebowski. The 25 of Michael Benedetto and Matthew Telder, road number 2. Road number 3, well, waiting for him to show up over there, Ron Doherty and Ron Schutte going to make his appearance here in the X6 or 6X or something car there. He's actually number 28. Drift there in the 14, going to start 7th alongside Bill Petroff. I believe it's his debut tonight in that 57. Bladen Edwards, Steele Langford, who just came off a second-place run. He is going to start 10th. And Bladen, this way, buddy. We go forward. All right, so the car's going to roll off, most of them. So 2 cars will go home, 8 spots left out of the 20-car field, top 12 advanced. So who will get that top 8? We're about to find out here in 2 laps. Modifieds usually race around Bristol each and every year. I know Ryan Newman usually takes a modified owned by Tommy Baldwin out here and races every season, if I remember correctly. But you thought Cup cars running at 14 seconds around Bristol's fast. Wait till you see this. Pace cars good to pull off. Sparks. And just fast cars around this Bristol Motor Speedway in the Tour Modified finale. But first we got a heat race and set the field. And the green flag is out. Here we go. My device needs to update. Thank you for telling me now. Up contact on the track goes Shooty. And he is in the wall along with Steele Langford. And he's on his lid. And back on his wheels. Nice sticking of the landing by Shooty, but that car is up in smoke. Let's see what transpires here. This car pulls off, bottoms out even. I think I heard a little bit of scrapage there. Oh, 32 gets up into the 6, sends him up the track. 33 into the 6, and the 6 goes tumbling. And caution comes right back out. Shooty unfortunately going to be victim, and Steele Langford also looks like they might be the two that are out of this race, unfortunately. Out of all the series, I would say this one has been the one that's been the most trouble for this group. Unfortunately, with cautions and things like that. But that doesn't mean we're going to have a good, bad race tonight. Should see some fantastic racing. Should see one to go this time, and you'll notice the ticker going kind of nuts because the pace or caution laps do not count in the heat race. So basically what is happening is when the cars cross the line, the lap's advancing, but then the lap backs up and it puts everybody back in their spots, if that makes sense. That's why you're seeing it rotate the way it is over there on the left side of the screen. Let's try it again. Down to 8 cars. Jasabowski. Now you wonder if these guys might relax a little bit knowing that they're all in this race. Here we go. Jasabowski took it kind of slowly into the corner as he was like, yep, I'm in. I'm just going to ride now. But Telder goes to the lead with teammate Benedetto second. I think that is a Camry. I thought it was either, I know it's a Toyota. I couldn't tell if it's a Camry or a Corolla. Sparks flying 14.25 that lap. Doherty with some issues back there in the 8th position right now. You see the smoke. You see the battle for position. Bladen Edwards inside of Jezebowski. So Bladen trying to do what he did just a little bit ago. I'm assuming that those cars are very loud on the stream, so I turned them down. Edwards started in the back, worked his way up and won the heat race, and here he is now up to the 3rd position. With Telder pulling out to 7/10 of a second at what he calls his favorite track. He loves Bristol. To the inside goes Edwards, 2 to go already. Not a lot of lifting on the throttle or braking, if any at all, as Telder takes him to the final lap down the back straightaway here. Telder's going to take the final heat race of the season. Michael Benedetto going to hold off Bladen Edwards. Jezebowski Drift going to finish 5th. Pete Troffer-Coloni and Ron Doherty going to be in the race. Langford and Schutte, unfortunately, will not make the main event. And we got fireworks before the race. I noticed up top. There we go, starting lineup. Going to roll across the top of the screen here. Peyton Howe going to be on the pole as he looks for his 2nd championship of the night. Curran Beckler going to start outside the front row. Pete Polini in this race also tonight. Good to see Pete again. Alongside Tyler Catalano, Sam Fontaine going to start 5th alongside Justin Laxton. Coy Haslow, Michael Steffen, your top 8. Ken Zames, Richard Benedetto will be in the top 10. There's Joey Leteseur going to start in the 11th position next to Matt Zaccardo. And then the cars that ran in the heat race going to start 13th on back. Telder, Benedetto, Bladen Edwards, Jezebowski, Gladulich, Petroff, Ercoloni, Ron Doherty. The 20-car field that'll start here at the last great Coliseum of Bristol Motor Speedway, which, in case you were hiding under a rock like most of us usually do during the week, this track now has a dirt track on iRacing. There's actually, if you want to go look, there's actually a short broadcast of me running laps on the dirt from yesterday in the Cup car. Very interesting. Just put it like that. Very interesting. All right, 1 to go. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, the practice session, there's a whole lot of wrecking going on, so hopefully that will not be the case tonight. We had a fantastic super late model race just a few minutes ago, and now the final race of the short track Super League season. We'll take a couple weeks off after this week. And we'll get ready for some ARCA racing coming up in a few weeks. But first, let's crown a champion in the Southeastern Tour Modified Series as Howe leads him to the green flag. Curran Beckler, Pete Polini, Catalano, and Fontaine. And one car spinning to the inside. That is Leteseur in the 023. Oh, and Curran Beckler into the wall. Was that netcode? Doing a Tony Hawk rail slide. And now the 76 spins off of 4, and that brings the caution out. A whole bunch of action there on lap 1. Let's see where we start here. Telder gets into the 23. And he gets out of pit road, thankfully. And then up here, Curran Beckler just, I'm not sure what happened to him. That was just weird looking. I want to see if there was some net code maybe. There had to be net code. Goes into the corner. Oh no, oh, he gets loose. Big loose into the corner. And there's the hospital hop. And then there's Bladen going to the inside wall. And that brings the caution out. Car's not up to temp with the tires yet, so that's going to easily bring this caution out. Let's been asked to get a close-up of the new pace car. That's not the pace car. That's the pace car. I can't tell what kind of emblem that is. I want to say that's a Toyota Camry, like you said, JT. It's got the sedan look to it. You know, it's weird. The nose almost has a Honda Civic look to it also. So I'm like, I don't know. Because you know how the Civics have the bulked out, the flared out front fenders? I don't know what kind of car that is. I want to say it is the Corolla, though. Of course, the iRacing emblem is on there. So how about we call it the iRacing... the iRacing iPacer. Here we go. The 2021 iRacing iPacer on track now and in stores tomorrow. Yeah, so it is a Japanese car. We'll call it that. We know that for sure. Or maybe iRacing was creative and maybe they did a hybrid and did both. Maybe there's like partly a Toyota, partly a Honda or something. I mean, that's entirely possible. But we'll come back to green here. You know, I think I might have your answer. And I'll show it here if we get the next caution. Here we go, pace car is out. And Peyton now leads Polini back to the green flag. Fontaine up to third. These guys got to be careful. Let these tires heat up. Get them off the bottom of the car. You see the back end just sparking. Not to mention all the dirty air and the fast speeds and stuff here. Oh, I see. Huh. iRacing prototype. So maybe it's like a mixture of cars just put together. That would make sense, Todd. Appreciate that, bud. Pete Polini trying to put some pressure on Hal here for the lead. And caution out for the second time as Richard Benedetto's going around over here, the orange and white 52 car. Let's see. That's the 052. You can see these cars are so unsettled into the corners. Back there in the front straightaway here. Oh, Richard catches the wall and he goes for a rail slide and into buddy there. And he goes into the inside wall. Caution for the second time. See who that car was that went under him. Bladen Edwards is who it was. Wow, second time Bladen's been involved in an accident. He's right underneath the 52. Drift on pit road. All right, let's go back to the pace car here. And I got a photo that might help us a little bit. So look at the front end of that car. And I'm going to bring a photo up on the screen here real quickly. Let's see. Let's start with a photo of the 2021 Honda Civic. Judges? Nope. Nope. There's a big grill in the middle here, so it's definitely not a Honda. Oh, maybe. Is that little black spot? Maybe the Honda look to it? The bottom grills look different. So I don't think it's a Honda Civic. Let's look at the Camry. Move for more of a front end shot. There we go. How about the 2021 Camry? I'm going to say no to that because the main nose in the middle is different. So we're 0 for 2 on that one. And then I was asked about the 77. There it is, right there, Pete Pellini's car. A Dodge Dart. The newer version, obviously. Look at that cool looking paint there. McConey Setup Shop. Number 77, Pete Pellini. Again, I do ask all viewers, please send your prayers to Pete. Obviously, as he continues that battle. You know, it almost, I don't, maybe. It just looks international to me. I don't know, that front end it just doesn't have that Ford or Chevy or Dodge look to it on the front. It's got like maybe a Kia or something. Here we go, green flag, Peyton Powell. Back to the green flag with Pellini and Catalano and Fontaine, your top 4. Justin Laxton up to 5th. Here comes the 90 of Ken Zames to the inside of Fontaine. Fontaine holding off Zames for now. They're in the 4th position. There's Telder back behind him in 6th already, up 7 spots. Lap times right now in the 14-second range, just to show you what kind of speeds they are running around this track. I mean, they're barely lifting. You can hear it. I mean, it's a quick blip of the throttle into the corner, and they're right back to it. That's why you're seeing mostly the bottom groove being the fastest way around, because when you're wide open, you can just run the bottom. Shortest way around the track. Pellini not letting Howell go yet, though. It's down to 0.2 of a second. Justin Laxton getting pressured by Telder. Matter of fact, Telder's gone by Laxton, I believe, for position. Telder got loose, I think. You know, maybe iRacing is playing mind games with us. And maybe the car is a insert name of car here car. So by us saying it's a Holden or a Ford or a Dodge Dart or a Toyota, maybe that's exactly what the car is. Or a prototype, as some would say. Fontaine trying to get underneath Catalano, and at 64, Tyler having one of his better runs here. Already 25 laps in the books. Here to Coy Haslow, he is underneath Michael Benedetto, it's Stefan actually, or is that Sicardo? So many red, white, black cars, I get confused easily. Yeah, man, they're in the corner like it's almost a dirt track. Oh, trouble. Catalano's in the wall right in front of Zames. 87 into the 60, and they're just pushing. Oh, and now we got one unslid. Caution out for the third time. I was just giving props to Catalano, and then all you know what breaks loose here. Let's see what happens. Catalano there in front of Grew. Turn one. Fontaine all over the rear of that car. Goes to the high side here. Catalano sends it in there pretty deep. Fontaine gets to the bottom. And oh, a little contact there. Fontaine gets into the 64, it looks like, and brings out the caution. And the 90 ends up on the worst end of it. Not a good night for Mr. Zames there. On board with the 90. So hearing that there might be a fuel issue going on with the modifieds, so we could have a competition caution being thrown here later in this race, and we'll have to keep aware of that situation. All right, let's go back to our game of Name That Car. So we've guessed a Honda Civic, we guessed a Toyota Camry, we haven't gotten any of them right. So we had a Dodge Dart brought up, so let's see, we'll take a look at a 2021 Dodge Dart. All right, here we go. 2021 Dodge Dart. Close, but no, because look on the pace car right below the headlights. There is, so it just comes back to the camera here. You will see there's a little like grill marks or something on the side. So it's not that, not a Dart. Pretty close. Let's what else was mentioned? Instead of Ford maybe a Fusion? Let's see, Ford Fusion. Close, but no, I would say. I'm going to throw it on the screen here as we get ready to go back to green. Same as the Dodge, pretty much. It may, and actually bigger grille at the bottom there than the actual Fusion there. So we'll keep playing the game as we get cautions here. Name that car as we name the pace car. You know what? JT, is that a BMW front end? Here we go. Pace car is in. Peyton Howe leads them. Peyton has led all the laps so far in this race. Biggest mover was Mario Orcoloni, who's up 11 spots, but he's caught on the high side right now and going backwards. JT's going Holden. All right. I'm a Holden you to that. As Michael Benedetto inside Coy Haslow. This is for the 5th position. Benedetto trying to get a top 5. Got a little loose there on the bottom. Side by side. Oh, Blaine Edwards on his lid. And another car goes flipping at halfway. 77 goes by there. As Bill Petroff making his debut tonight. Whoa! Shuts the door on him. Just bladed. Wait, shuts the door on him. He gets himself turned. Let's make some aggressive racing there. Blade and Bill was saying something there during the run, saying something to the 72, so you wonder if that was some anger. So let's watch again here. Just drives into him. A caution out for the 4th time. Hey, don't bring me into this. They're bringing me into it on the stream. They're bringing me, like, whoever's on the stream. Don't bring me into it. All right, so it looks like they're actually setting up a pit stop right now. All the cars are going to take the same amount of fuel. I don't know how it's going to transpire here, but we'll have to see. They are pretty organized here, so we'll see what happens. So a Holden. What would be the Holden like car model? I don't know much about that car, unfortunately. Yeah, it's definitely not a BMW. Ah, right there. I just saw something. I think they gave away the answer. No, actually, it's not. No. See, I thought it had a Kia look from the side there. So look at the side of the car. I thought it might be a Kia. You know what? You know what that might be? Hang on. Ah, you know what? I thought it was that, but it's not. I thought it might be the Kia Stinger. Ah, no, but I thought it might be the Kia Stinger, but it doesn't look like it is. Now here's the problem. They're talking about the pit stop deal. Some cars have already taken fuel. See, look at that. I thought it might be that, but no, I don't think it's a Stinger either. So I don't know. Pace car back in. Peyton Howell to the green as they try to figure out fuel gauge. Fontaine underneath Petroff. Up the Forte. It wasn't a Forte either. Oh, up the track goes Petroff. Fontaine got him. Laps to go here. If they get another caution, they might be okay to make it on the fuel. How about Joey Ledessour back up here in the 6th position? Remember, he was spinning on the pit road at lap 1. Come back for the 023 there, or the 23. But Peyton Howell going to make this run look a little easier if he can lead the rest of the laps in the championship race. Last race in the Super Late Model, we had to fight for it. This one here, he's led every lap so far. Gets a little loose, and here comes Pellini. You saw him he caught the apron there, and that back end started getting a little wobble to it. Got a dogfight up here for 4th. Look at this. or for fifth, I should say. Haslow, Ledesor, Benedetto, Telder, Fontaine, all in this fight. Everybody's really trying to work their way up the banking to see if they can get a run off that top side. Middle down. Group's actually working. Benedetto clears the 23 and moves him up to the 6th position. Haslow up to 5th. And right on cue, here comes Benedetto to the inside. Getting close with the 87. No contact though. Tight racing right here. Katie Marie watching tonight. Welcome in, Katie. I did not know Jezebowski had a fan. That actually is breaking news, if you ask me. Up here at the front. Bellini trying to put pressure on Hallen. Justin Laxton up to the 3rd position. I think they're going to put a competition caution out here at lap 60. I think I just heard. I could have heard that wrong. We'll see. And there it is. Competition caution out here. 20 laps to go. This will allow all the cars to come to pit road and get fuel to get to the finish. So just a tricky situation. Things like this happen. They're discussing right now how it's all going to work out. So all the cars are going to come to pit road, it looks like. Maybe not all the cars are going to come to pit road. Fontaine and Telder stay out. So interesting. I'm just listening to what's going on chat-wise. I'm not putting it over the air because I don't need something slipping out. But it looks like the top 3 are going to stay out. These 3 took fuel already, so they stay out. And the rest of these cars are coming in and getting fuel. Now the question is, are they going to get off pit road before these cars come back and lap them? Yeah, it's pretty hot, I'd say. I can hear everything going on, so I'm just like, But again, I try to keep. We got some unhappy drivers and. They're just having discussions here, and that's one reason why I'm not saying much right now on the stream. So basically the situation is they're discussing, and you got people debating basically like why, in the clean way of putting it here, because these guys, I mean, they're keeping it clean too, but I'm keeping it open right now. So basically you got people debating why, one, there was a caution had to be put out because there shouldn't be a fuel issue at all, is what they're talking about, and just different little things like that. So but here's the situation we look at now. The championship leader, Peyton Howell's now 5th. The front 4, I believe, did not pit. Ricky Brooklyn, I'm not sure of that answer. I think there was an issue with the league. I'm not sure. But that's for them to answer, not me. So here we go. No, we haven't got the green flag yet. But basically, that's what the discussion is on chat. I don't want anything dirty going over the air and stuff like that. I try to keep it as clean as possible. But basically, the discussion is the fact that the fuel issue happened. All right, so all these cars lining up here. I'm not sure how it's going to transpire, but we'll see. We'll get green. And we're going to go green with 13 laps to go. Or not. All right, pace car is off. Here we go. Going to go racing with 12 laps to go. A lot of unhappy people. Let's just put it like that. Fontaine leads this thing with Telder second. Jezebowski, Zaccardo, and Laxton. And here comes Peyton Howell trying to hold on to the championship as Jezebowski gets loose right in front of him. Peyton, a great job being patient there and gets around him. You can hear him. That's not good. Oh, you can hear him. Okay, I was going to say, wait a minute. Audio's not on, is it? Yeah, JT will tell you. It's a little heated. Laxton up to 4th. Peyton up to 5th. Ricky, I'm going to probably say ahead of time that's not the case because Peyton was last race, so I don't think that's the case ever. How was it bleeding through? Either way, Polini back up to the 6th position now, so he's right behind where he was. Jezebowski to 7th, Stephanie 8th, Benedetto 9th. Shouldn't have been bleeding through. I had everything turned off. Five laps to go. Fontaine, who is 2nd in points, as up the track goes Zaccardo, and that allows Peyton up to 4th. Laxton to 3rd. I wonder if it was just so loud on my headset that it was coming over to the microphone. Maybe that's what it is. Huh, that's interesting. Well, sorry you guys had to hear that language. Final lap here at Bristol. Fontaine. And Telder's actually pulling off, and Fontaine's pulling down. And that's going to give Justin Laxton the lead and Peyton Howell the championship. And what has turned into a very questionable ending here, unfortunately, but Laxton gets the win. Peyton Howell is the champion no matter what. So that is not a question. Peyton does win the championship. Oh, I got you. Yep, Peyton Howell has swept the evening, won the Super Late Model Championship just a little bit ago, and now has won the Tour Mod Championship. Wins them both, but yeah, this is a... but there's a lot of angerness. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to hit the button just to mute the rest of the chat. I just don't want things going over the air badly, like you guys apparently are hearing. So, anyways, we'll talk with the champion. Yeah, I don't know. Second straight race I think I've called this week that something's going on. How's Saturday night going to go at Dover, guys? I'm just curious. Congratulations to the champ. Appreciate it, Ricky. And we will watch Peyton celebrate it. He burns it down underneath the flag stand there. Poor flag guy's going to have to go to the hospital with smoke ingestion. All right, so let's we'll bring Peyton down here and talk to him here, as he is the official champion not only of the Super Late Model Series but also the Mod Series. Now, Peyton will bring you in here and talk as you sit here at the start-finish line to celebrate a championship. We'll let's go. We'll talk about the first 60 laps tonight, and we're going to leave the controversy part away, because that, you know, we're not going to let that bother your championship race. You lead the majority of the laps here tonight, and you go out there and you get yourself four wins on the season here in the modifieds. You get 3 over in the super late models and get yourself a championship in both leagues. I know your dad's proud over here in chat, and so are a lot of the viewers, but you have to be proud too of yourself.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, the first 60 laps. I didn't know that we were going to run out of fuel, or that we were going to pit for fuel. That was kind of weird, you know, having a pit in the tour mod at Bristol, with how I guess they just didn't put enough fuel. But yeah, still taking home the championship. I feel like we should have won the race, but second's good if you can still win a championship.
Yeah, absolutely. And it sounded like Justin was trying to work with you or whatever. I know he ends up winning the race, but you were the guy that led all the laps before everything happened the way it did in the race. So you obviously had what looked to be the fastest car in the race.
Yeah, Pete was kind of running me down there at the end. I seen that he was closing. I just couldn't figure out if we had to move up a little bit or not. But once I got in behind those guys, I figured that he was running the middle line. That was a lot faster. And when Pete was running me down, and then that caution come out, we had to pit. I was like, oh no, because I know people was gonna stay out because they done pitted, and I thought we were all gonna wad it up, and I wasn't gonna be in contention.
Yeah, it got pretty close there. I know the 82 got loose there in front of you, and it was like, oh, hold on there. And they were able to work it out. But honestly, talk about just, I guess, the excitement. I'm losing words here a little bit, but just to be able to pull off 2 championships in one night, and not to mention you had these championships, I don't want to say all but wrapped up, but you were in the spot to win them both tonight. Just how successful that season, the season you had created that spot.
Yeah, I know we missed last weekend with
Right.
Road to Pro, and having to run that, it cost me a couple points. But then coming into this week, winning both championships, that's great. I've only won 1 championship, so to win 2 in the same night, that's great. And probably gonna be celebrating this one. And yeah, that was a lot of fun for this season with all the success and 5 wins in TMods, 4 wins in Super Elites.
Yeah, that's 9 altogether. So, great job. I think, 23 or 4 races when it was all over with combined, because a couple double headers. But nice job, Peyton. Congratulations, and shout out to whoever you like to, bud.
Yeah, I'd like to thank Butt Kicker, Empire Jerky, Shenandoah Sean, B-Leaf, CGE, PMI, everybody at Phantom Esports. Like I said, they're all great. Everybody that helped me get to where I am right now. And everybody pray for Pete with everything that he's been going through.
Well, great job, Peyton. Congratulations on your championships tonight. And, yeah, go celebrate, and we'll maybe or maybe not see you in the ARCA car here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, you might see me, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Thank you, though.
Absolutely, Peyton. So Peyton Howell gets himself the championship, wins both of them tonight when it's all over with. So congratulations to Peyton as he's going to go celebrate some more. Let's grab Justin Laxton. Let's bring him in here. Justin Laxton winning this race. I know Justin, obviously, not the way you want to win this thing. Tough situation with what all transpired this evening and all that, but you do get the win. That's something that they can't take care or take away from you and that kind of thing, so that's got to be something to smile about.
Yeah, crazy race. The fuel situation and everything. It was kind of classy, though, those guys to pull off. I don't know. I just didn't want to mess it up for Peyton. That was really my big issue.
Well, and it worked itself out with all that happening and stuff, and just a tough situation. I mean, no one's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. I mean, I've made plenty of mistakes running my own league and stuff when it comes to setting up sessions and things like that. So, I mean, obviously it's going to make people mad because in a situation like that, there's always going to be people who are disappointed, and there's going to be people to be able to take advantage of that whole thing when it's over with and all said and done. But still, to be able to come out here tonight and get yourself a win, you don't run the late models much, but you get out here and get a win to wrap up the season. That's got to be a good feeling.
Yeah, it's nice not to finish third place in a league for
Well
once.
said.
And, I had maybe 10 minutes of practice in these cars, never driven them around Bristol before. So I was playing Animal Crossing with my daughter before I came down here to race, so that's pretty cool.
That seems dangerous.
That's why, like I said, I mean, I try and keep it clean. You know me, Chris. I just try and play fair, play nice with everybody. And if we got to get out of somebody's way because they've got a big picture thing, we'll get out of the way. So, but yeah, happy with the win. Would have liked it under some better circumstances, but a win's a win.
Absolutely. That's they can't take that away. And it's like they say in the game of baseball, when you hit a home run, even if it's an inside the park or on a bunt, you know what? It doesn't say what it is in the newspaper. It says it's a home run. So
exactly. That's a good way to look at it.
There you go. Justin Laxton, shout out to everyone too, bud.
Twitch stream, PlaidDog835, just wrapped it up. Say hey to all the guys in the GLSR chat if they're watching. I think we got USRC on Saturday night, so hopefully we'll be running in that. And yeah, just thank everybody for watching.
There you go. Appreciate your time, Justin. Nice job, and congratulations.
Thanks.
Absolutely. Pete joins us here too. Pete, obviously that was a tricky situation on your end also, because I was hearing you had all types of penalties thrown your way. I think there was even a penalty for offensive pass interference in there. I'm just kidding. But you had a lot of penalties when it was all over with. But congratulations. You did get a third-place run tonight. I know you were right there with Peyton the whole entire time. Did you feel like you could catch him?
I was kind of – he would have been tough. I mean, I think I was a little bit quicker at the end, like you said, but passing here is so difficult. That outside line's a tough place to go. You got to stick it on the bottom, and I don't know if I'd have been able to get by him, even though I was just a little quicker. But it was a fun race either way. Little confusion there with the the fuel made it interesting for a minute. But like Justin said, there was a classy move of those guys to get it down. I was kind of hoping that they would have everybody pit, everybody come in and take a set amount of gas. We all went out the same, but hey, it worked itself out. But it was fun. It was a good season. Peyton, it's really about him tonight. He did a great job. He taking home both them championships. So I really just want to congratulate him and say keep at it, man. This is awesome. Good thing for CGE.
Yeah, absolutely. Great for the team. And I do got to ask, seemed like tonight with this car, obviously so low to the ground, a lot of bottoming out I noticed at times, especially when the car seemed to set in the corner. And because of that, did that make that looseness we were seeing on the entry and almost had to burp the throttle and keep you from almost being fully wide open around here?
Yeah, it could make it a little unpredictable because when it bottomed, it would, it'd skate a little bit, so it would make it a little difficult. Slamming a little harder than it should on the bump stops.
Yeah, I'd say.
But yeah, but you just kind of had to feather the throttle a bit getting in and just kind of feel it and go once it's set again.
Give you a little pain in the tail when it's all worth being so low to the ground, huh?
Right.
Hey, but on a serious note, Pete, obviously you're here. I know Peyton has said it multiple times. We've said it, and I know you've heard it, but you're going to continue to hear it because we're here for you, each and every night and stuff. As we think about you, we wish you nothing but the best and continue to fight and do what you need to do. But we wish you nothing but the best. That's all from the viewers and all of us in this league and stuff. So go do what you got to do and send shout-outs to whoever you like to, bud.
Yeah, you guys are great. Captain TV, of course. All the guys in the Short Track Super League here for their support and everything. So big shout out to them. Great thing they got going on here. So hopefully we keep it going. Unfortunately, I'm going to be missing here coming up. So, but I am going to bring the laptop, so I'll be able to watch you guys. And like I said, jump in if you'll have me. But let's see, CGE, Lane's Race Shop getting on board there recently. Maconi Setup Shop, Phantom Graphics. Martin Sports as well. So Shenandoah Shine too. All them guys. Thanks for supporting, and all you guys as well.
Well done. Nice job, Pete. Nice job, Peyton. Justin up there with the win. Good job, guys, and we will see you guys soon. And Pete, best of luck, man. Keep in touch, okay?
You got it, Chris. I'll be checking in with you for sure.
Absolutely, buddy. Nice job to those guys. Absolutely, Peyton. And congratulations to them on the win. I think I still see 13 viewers, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and speak on what just happened because I know Mike and I know the guys, and this is my third season with these guys broadcasting. And one of the cool things about the broadcast I do with it, the TI Racing guys on Monday night, the Blown Piston guys over the weekend, the Great Lakes guys last night, and then tonight, of course, with the Short Track guys here. I've gotten to know them all pretty well, and they all are family to me, it feels like. They treat me like family, so I try to do the same thing to them. And I'm going to speak here from an admin standpoint real quickly, too. We're not perfect. And when I say that, mistakes happen. I remember a Captain Invitational race last year I ran at Martinsville that the laps weren't set up right, and I couldn't get the heat races set up right, and I had all kinds of issues. These things are going to happen in racing. The only thing you could do is make decisions to try to be equal to everybody. And when you're out there on the track and you see laps under caution about 30 seconds, it's hard to make those decisions really quickly because you got to think on the fly, and the decision you make, there's always going to be cause and effect. You're always going to affect somebody in either positive or a negative way. Okay, so Stefan and those guys, I could probably tell you right now before even going up there to that channel after I get done with this broadcast, made the best decision possible for that situation. They got out there early in the race and said, hey, we're going to have a fuel issue likely, so on and so forth. They made the best decision possible with the situation. Unfortunately, there were some unhappy people, and obviously it created a little bit of controversy at the end. It's a tough situation. It stinks. But in the end, no one's perfect. And I could probably speak for 99.9% of leagues on iRacing that says they've made a mistake like that before. If it's putting the wrong setup in a car, if it's the wrong, 2 weeks ago in the IndyCar League, they were qualifying at night at Road America because there were no lights, and they made a mistake on the session. Things happen. So the best thing you can do is persevere through the issue together as a league, and that's what makes a league what it makes it today, and that kind of thing. So unfortunate deal. I hate hearing what I heard on the chat and that kind of thing, and I'm not going to bring it out here because that's between them. But hopefully they can just work their way through it, and I'm sure Mike will do everything he can to prevent that from happening, and so on and so forth. So hopefully everybody can move on from this and realize no one's perfect. Mistakes are made, and we will digress from there, and this league will carry on with the ARCA series coming up in a couple weeks. So with that said, congratulations to Peyton. I'm done rambling because I'm sure you guys are like, shut the hell up. So enjoy your Thursday, guys. I'm heading out, and next time I'll be on the air will be Saturday night, unless I decide to race tomorrow night, which you never know. Saturday night for USRC from Dover. That should be a pretty fun race. Looks like a practice for 2 hours going up here at Dover, and that should be interesting. And I'm actually going to, and a lot of these guys run in the league, so I'm going to go ahead and say it on the stream here. Probably going to be making a Road America announcement when it comes to practice sessions coming up here in the next day or two, because I know with the road course coming in 2 weeks, I want everybody to have a fair shot there. So. But, yeah, we go on. Congrats, Peyton, on the championship. Justin on the win tonight. And, yeah, I'm out, so I'm done rambling. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday night. Have a good rest of your week. Enjoy the warmer weather as it gets here. Stay safe. And enjoy that stimulus check, by the way, too. I'll add that in there. So always remember, this isn't just a game. It's not real life. It's iRacing. We all make mistakes. See ya.